Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you this 800 griddle smoker combo from Masterbuilt. I did a bunch of LSS mods. I also bought a piece of stainless. If you saw my other videos, I love getting a 1/4 inch chunk of stainless here to use as a heat deflector or a griddle or really almost anything. It's fantastic. Also, if you're wondering, does a little griddle fit on this? Well, not exactly, but I'll show you that, because if you're like me, I can't stand steel griddles. They're just too much maintenance. The stainless steel is way better. You can just pressure wash it, store it. But stay tuned. I'll show you everything we did to it. I love this grill, by the way. Amazing grill. Stay tuned. Here's this chunk of stainless. I can either put it there for, I don't know what, maybe, I guess there's this much room on top, so I could put bread, rolls, I don't even know, or I could put it here and use it as a heat deflector, or, stay tuned, I could put it totally on the bottom and use it as a griddle or a heat deflector. I could slide it forward a little bit. Just all kinds of stuff I could do with this thing. I think I'm going to put it there for the time being. Here's another option, to just put the grate in right on top of it. Grate doesn't really hold in position very well, but cut perfectly to fit. Same thickness, 1/4 inch, as the grates. These are stainless steel grates, by the way. I got these off Amazon, upgraded. They're not all that high quality. You can see how this one's bent from the heat. It'd be nice if someone would make some really stout stainless steel warming trays for the Masterbuilt, but I think this is pretty neat. I got this from a machine shop. It was about $100. If you're wondering if the little griddle will fit the 800, the answer is no, without modifying it. So I'll show you what I mean. You can see that it is plenty, this depth is fine. It's the height that's the problem. In fact, I won't close on there, but I know that the depth is fine. Let me show you the problem. The problem is the warming rack is too low, or the griddle is too high. And I went to return it on Amazon, and they offered me $25, I think, to keep it. So what I'm going to do is just take a cutoff wheel and cut this off. All I need to do is cut off about a 1/4 inch. And I can even leave this. So what I can do is I can cut this down right here, and I can do one of two things. I can just cut straight across and then mount these handles like this. Or better yet, I can mount the handles on the outside so I can scrape all the way into the corner and just mount the handles in. So that's what I'll do. I'll cut it down to here and then curve up, make it nice looking right there. Bring this out to here and probably round that off. Drill 2 new holes, mount this on the outside with the handle in, and that'll take care of that. A little bit of effort, but I cannot stand the steel griddles. They just rust. If you haven't had one of these little griddles, they're really, really nice. They work great. They're stainless, so they don't get all nasty. It'll hang right here. By the way, I'll show you all the mods that I did to this from what is it? LL something. I'll have to look it up, but I'll show you all that in a second. It's LSS Mods. If you haven't checked this place out, it's amazing. The guy is really cool, communicates very well, and I got pretty much almost everything he sells. I got this thing that I haven't put on yet. It's the heat deflector that, well, I don't know, heat deflector, but it replaces these, and you can basically just vent this hole right here or close it in to keep more smoke. So I got that. I haven't put it on yet. I got this stainless steel large warming rack. A lot of times we do lots of wings and stuff. I got this, which is the extended table. It's really great. It fits in with the existing hardware for the hinge, and then you, at least I think it, maybe he provides that, I can't remember, but you definitely have to move this plastic thing from the old one to the new one. I love it because there's plenty of room on it, but the drawback is you do hit it. You know, if you're trying to reach something in the back of the grill with tongs or something, you do hit it. So there's that. I got the stainless steel griddle heat shield thing. I got the stainless steel heat thing that's down in there, stainless steel tray on top. I got these tray things so you can put a foil tray on there. What else? Got his seal thing right here. Basically this screws in here. I think you're supposed to screw it in here, but I did it here because I wasn't paying attention, and it still works great. It just provides way more pressure on there. I also got the this grate thing that goes in here, and I'll show you a few clips hammering in the stainless steel box around the charcoal where the fire is going. That was from him also. You know, the convenience features, the convenience products like this, fantastic. Seems like it makes sense that the firebox thing is going to make it last a lot longer, but I don't know. And this thing definitely keeps the smoke in better. I think that's it. Let me install this thing and I'll show it to you. All you have to do is remove this one side. It just slips on this side like that. It's got a little spring washer right here, and that's closed, that's open. You know, just a little bit, keep the smoke off the wall at least, and doesn't interfere when you open it at all. I guess it stays open when you close it. That's interesting. Maybe I don't have it tight enough. I'm not sure how to fix that. That's about as tight as I can get it, finger tight. It's actually pretty hard to move now. All right, let's try to figure that out. If you take a pair of pliers and just give this half a turn past as tight as you can get it with your hand, it seems to stay in place. I don't want to strip that out, so that's why I'm careful. But it seems like once you've got it tight enough, you can still move it, but it holds in place. Maybe a different washer would be a better choice there. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll have to see how that performs. Anyway, that's it for this one. Oh, I also replaced one of these. So this is the one that came with it. This one I just doubled up. So here's the one that came with it that completely shuts it off. And here's the LSS or LLS one that supposedly protects the fan from debris. But it doesn't come with one of these rubber things. So what I haven't seen this before. I see most people just leave it. But what you can do is, while you're cooking, you can just pull this out like that. Just have to make like a mental note of where it's fully open. So I guess it's out pretty far actually. Or better yet, you can just pull this out and hang it here. Leave that in. For some reason I thought that I would have to pull that out when I was cooking, but this just slides in right next to it. There's plenty of room. So that's the ticket. You just leave that in all the time. And then of course this one comes out when you cook. Both these come out when you cook. I'm sure you know that. Anyway, that's it. This is my first Masterbuilt. I love it. I just ordered a spider grill for downstairs. We got a pool going in. It's almost done, but I want just an easy kettle grill down there, and the spider grill is unbelievable in the same price range as the Masterbuilt. So if you like this kind of stuff and you want to see me play around with this spider grill when it comes, please subscribe. I put these in here at the end because there's great videos on YouTube of the assembly, so you don't need to see that from me. And there's a couple of videos of installing this grate down in there and then hammering in the sleeve that goes to protect these parts that we're pulling out right now. So I figured I'd give you a couple tips because this was a real pain. Once you get the firebox completely disassembled, you can see we're holding part of it there because there's wires that are connected, and we just decided not to connect the wires. You can see they're very similar. The openings are larger, and the stainless steel one, which was in my right hand, it's actually larger, and the U shape was not bent exactly. So we ended up hammering it with a rubber mallet to get the U to bend in slightly, and then Kyle is pushing down on it with a screwdriver, or he's about to try to get it to squeeze in there. It is a very tight fit, and it was a real pain. I don't know if the one I got was just slightly not bent perfectly, but I'd rather it be tight than loose. But it took quite a bit of muscle to get it wedged in there properly. Another tip is when you take out the metal pieces that cover those fire bricks, put them in some kind of order or take pictures, because they only go in one way. And we fooled around with it. We actually had to go back and look at this video to try to figure out how it went back together. You can see how that thing did not fit on the other side. It fit on this side. Just a little bit of planning to get this thing put back in the right way will save you some time and guesswork. So see how that one is slightly smaller? It's really crazy how they're all just very, very slightly different, and they're very easy to mix up. But anyway, as you can see, once you figure out the right order and placement, everything goes in pretty well. These things are shockingly light. They're like a foam material. I thought that they were a stone, like a pizza stone. They are not. They're more like a insulation foam, and they do get fiberglass all over you. So blow yourself off with a blower or something after you do this. And here we're continuing to, kind of guess around with how this goes together. But we eventually got it. There you go, another order issue. And and it all goes together pretty easy. Like I said, just take the time to lay it out in the right order or photograph it, and it'll be fine. This does not fit easily. You'll see here in a minute. All we did was kind of get it started, and once we got it wedged in there, it wasn't all that big a deal to hammer it down in. I did not feel like I was going to break the firebox by tapping this thing in. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I was putting too much pressure on the screws that hold this assembly to the grill, and we just basically tapped it in. Next up is just an overview of all the additions that we did before we started using it, so you get to see everything, how it looks clean. Thanks for watching. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. Really helps the channel. I know the channel's totally random, but so am I. So always appreciate your views and comments. All the modifications. So these are from Amazon. They're stainless. This one down here is from LLS, and it fits the whole thing, still closes. Actually, this one's in the way. But anyway, you get the idea. So if you're cooking wings or something, you can clearly see how you would have quite a bit more room. Now I did order a piece of stainless, solid 1/4" stainless that I think I'm gonna put here or here. I like to have something that completely blocks the heat, so I'll probably put this piece of stainless here, and that way this top will be kind of my indirect heat zone. But for today, we're gonna leave this out and just cook with these two. These are actually pretty good quality. They're stainless steel. They have a little extra lip on the back so stuff doesn't fall off the back, and they fit perfectly. These grates, I'm sure you know, it's got a sear side which is flat like this, and then a smoke side which is pointy. I've got it on the sear side. I've put the heat deflector thing in there. I don't have any foil pans, so those bars, I don't have anything to put on there yet. Of course, you saw all the magic that we did with the box. And then the only other addition is this right here, which is this ash thing. This is stock. And then these came with it, and this one I added, which is the one that has the holes in it to protect the fan in case any charcoal falls, which I'm not sure. Oh, here's the other thing. So I added this, and it just basically screws on, and it actually is pretty tight to close now, but it just creates a flat surface so that the rubber gasket from Masterbuilt and the felt gasket with the piece of stainless from LLS Mods creates a very tight seal. And that's it. Here's the modified heat thing for the griddle, if we put the griddle in.